If you're watching this video, then you should have completed the Ed puzzle about the body paragraphs of your essay. So to recap the previous video on the examples, we did the introduction paragraph outline. So we did our claim and our two reasons, and then we filled in our ANT of the Antiqua Rec formula. Then you should have watched this Ed puzzle, and now you're watching this example of how to fill in the pieces for your outline. So remember, we have two reasons we are going to be supporting in this paper. So this first body paragraph is going to be that first reason from our thesis statement. So if I go back here, my first reason is that absentee ballots should not be allowed to be used after the 2020 elections. Remember, my topic is different than yours. So I need to do my topic sentence, and my topic sentence should explain where this paragraph is going to go. So I could say the first reason why mail-in ballots should not be used is because of the number of false ballots cast in the 2020 elections. So that's my topic sentence. That is telling my readers where my paragraph is going to go and what it's going to be about. So the next thing I need to do is this I, where I'm going to introduce a quote. Now, when I'm introducing my quote, keep in mind that I'm just making up this essay as I go. So I'm probably not going to use accurate information. I'm just giving you an example. But to introduce my quote, I'm going to introduce what I'm going to be talking about. So my introduction would be false ballots were at an all-time high for the 2020 election. Then I'm going to come down here and give my quote. This is where I'm going to put in my information. So according to the New York Times, there were approximately 1,000 false ballots turned in. We should say turned in to the state of Wisconsin. Then remember, I need to go in and I need to analyze that quote. So I need to pick it apart and explain why it is relevant to my topic. So I said this shows how unreliable mail-in ballots are and how easily people are able to create voter fraud using them. So that's the first body paragraph. Now, obviously, as I'm writing this, I'll probably go back and add a little bit more or take some things away. But this literally is my second paragraph of my essay completely done. So then I'm going to do this process all over again because I need to do it for my second body paragraph. And my second body paragraph is no absentee ballots would mean quicker results. So remember those transition sentences, I would use one of those for my topic sentence. So I could say the next reason mail-in ballots should not be used is because of the time it takes to count them. And then I'm going to introduce my quote. I could say so my introduction could be during the 2020 elections, results from the election were not released until almost 5 days after the election day. Then I'm going to want to put my quote in here. So I would introduce my quote by saying, according to USA Today, results of the presidency have been delayed due to the large number of absentee ballots. Then I'm going to want to analyze my quote. And I could analyze that quote by saying the reason why the results were delayed had everything to do with the fact that so many ballots had to be hand counted and checked for authenticity. So there are my two body paragraphs that show my personal thoughts and feelings on the topic that I am writing about. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about that counterclaim argument. We're going to talk about our counterclaim paragraph, which in the next page, you should go look at the Ed puzzle video, and then I'll be back with another example.